Alpha knows way. Alpha knows deliberating how best to proceed. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. And it's only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us all meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. Tataru, Tataru, Tataru. Are we really discussing this? Like, it's really easy. We just do our thing, man. You're gonna say Tataru. What will become of this place? No, that's, wait, you said that before. What?
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Oh dang, were you just there, Estinian?
Estinian?
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your Lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
We have chosen a difficult road, yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Emmerich will be willing to muzzle Ishgar's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I would ask that you remain at Forton Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell them that the Scion of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir! Alright, so we're going to go to the congregation of our knights most heavenly. It's quite the mouthful of a name. The person's rocking the Azure Dragoon title. Nice touch, but I ain't changing my title. That's too much work, man. You would speak with the Lord Commander, pray make it quick.
I want the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those messing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit, the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then. Carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Estinian! Azure Dragoon buddy! I will say this for you plain. It has made keeping secrets from the Holy See seem almost entertaining. Having secured Sir Emerich's support, we may proceed without fear of Brant of Ishgard attack, which is not to say it can afford to dither. Well, hold on, let me just check real fast what was said here. Okay, just the fact that he's there was enough to convince him to not ask for more information. Okay. You receive with the fear of preemptive Ishgard. I already said that, okay. History tells us that the Dravanians will attack us soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you're ready, Estinian, let us be about our task. Ooh, more voice scenes? I'm down for more voice scenes. That was an awkward wait. Still is an awkward wait.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us.
Winter is coming.
And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. we seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
It's glowing. Why are we glowing?
For the glory of King Thornton.
His voice changed. For the glory of King Thornton. For the glory! In search of Iceheart, Alphinaud would see to one final matter before setting forth. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Tatru of our plans. But doesn't she already know? Then I shall await for you in Saint Renette's forum. Tell your friend we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, Firemac, let us head back to Fort Tom Mana. Photon Mana. Photon. For Tom. Our course is set, Tataru. It may be some time before Firemac and I return to Ishgard. Well, just be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it is you, Tataru. Farewell for now. Oh, before you go, you must put this on, Alphinaud. I made it specially. No, I couldn't possibly... very well. It's Alphinaud in new clothes. By the 12, it fits perfectly, and the quality is actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I listen to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. My thanks, Tataru. Whatever else awaits me upon the road, I shall not fear the cold. 'Twas the least I could do. Now I must be getting back to the tavern, or I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. A little curtsy from Tataru. I'll be on my way. Tataru. Tataru. Wait, hold on. Where are you, Stinian? In the sky, still manufactory. Okay. Let the sky steel manufactory. The sky steel manufactory. Sky steel manufactory. What? Oh, hey, what's up, Elf? Now. The new attire will serve me well in the bitter cold. To curse this, I shall have to thank Tataru upon our return. You have said your farewells, then? Aye, we are ready to depart. I said we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well, but she will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence on Izali's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, the Kirthan Western Highlands. Let us speak with Sir Redwald, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest. It was like that he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area. In the area. Did I guess? Oh no, it's lagging again. Hoping right for Lagsward. or Heaven's Lag. Heaven's Lag. I like Heaven's Lag. I like that one. Heaven's Lag. You ready for Heaven's Lag? Well, well, Master Summers, what business brings you back to Falcon's Nest? And judging by the company you keep, it can be no trifling matter. The Dragoon I know, of course, but I do not believe I've met this young gentleman. Alphino Livior, at your service? You are not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwald. As I am sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned the Dravanians gather for another assault. We believe there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Heart. Thus we have come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. I see, then you would be best served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from its sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over the remains of the heretic refuge at Gorgane Mills. 'Tis possible they have unearthed information that could be used to you. Master Summers knows well the place I speak of, for it was he who first discovered it. Let us divide our forces, then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol, while the two of you visit the refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. A wise use of our time. Come, Firemac, I am eager to learn of what Sir Redwald's men have found in the heretics' lair. Speak with the expected expeditions layer. Yeah. I mean, we got a bit of a ways to go. So hope everyone's having a good day today. I'm debating how long I'm going to take this stream on for. Almost there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. You're gonna crash land. Oh god. Oh god, we're gonna crash. Expedition leader. Master Summers, our finds, you say? Well, there is something of a tale there. No sooner have we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of letters than we were ambushed from the shadows by great white beasts. 'Twould seem the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly wounded. And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain? We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, Firemac. Yes, we have no time to deal with nonsense. Let us go kill these pets. Why am I going this way? There was literally a freaking door in front of me and I just did not go in it. What you... Oh dear, this creature took me by surprise. Forgive me, until my hand stops shaking, I fear I shall prove more of a hindrance than a help. Pray, go on ahead. When you are certain that the rest of these things have been slain, notify the expedition leader that it is safe to return. Did you actually kill that Alphino, or are you just being a little big baby right now? Are you just being scared? You're like, oh yeah, this thing was here. I killed him. Yeah, yeah, but I'm scared now. Oh, they're just right there, ain't they? Yeah. Dead. heard a frightful growling from below. You encountered more of the beasts, I take it? Yeah. You're not gonna say anything else? How come Estina didn't come? My inquiries availed me not. The patrol leader had little to say beyond which of his extremities from the frost had bitten the hardest. The beasts are slain, then. My thanks, Master Summers. We may return our... Sorry about that. I just realized oh crap, maybe I didn't turn off the fan. Because I have a fan behind me. Just had to make sure I turned it off. The beasts are slain, then. My thanks, Master Summers. We may return to our duty without fear of a volley. For one heretic to another, the expedition leader has a promising lead to aid you in your search for Lady Iceheart. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is this not so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appear to be some matter of correspondence. So, wait, what? Did I even say that right? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appear to be some matter of correspondence. My god, I hate the way they form sentences. We had not the luxury of perusing their contents more closely, intent as we were on surviving an onslaught of Fang and Claw. But I'd wager those epistles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander the snow fields and pray that the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. 'Tis hardly a choice at all. Get in there, jeez. Heretic epistle. Take an epic piss. That's what that is. Epic pistol. Or pistol. BD-B-do. BD-D-do. Aw yeah, aw yeah, heretic epistle. Have you discovered much of the heretic's correspondence? Here, have this. Splendid. Added to the contributions from Master Livior and Sir Estinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What we have here, then? Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt the Gorgani Mills heretics and their fellows in the Ak-Afa amphitheater. There are requests for foodstuff, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. To Alphino! Sounding out the amphitheater. Alphino seems intent on traveling to the Ak-Afa amphitheater. God damn it, does that mean we have to go? The Ak-Afa amphitheater, the very place where we witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not? If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of the treacherous track of ice and snow that cannot swiftly be crossed. Then we must place our faith in the Aethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Moon Brita succeeded in recreating the Ak-Afa beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant Aetherite would only be temporarily viable. But given that the heretics of Gorgon and Mills seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I'll wager it still functions. I suggest we take for the Aetherite within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I am wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading out into the Western Highlands. Was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the Aetherite from this side of the wall? It should. House Durandur posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were created, but they will not deny us entry. Durandare. So I'm thinking about how they pronounce Durandare, and it might have been Durandare or Durandare. Just Durandare. I think they just ended on Durandare. Speak with Trishambo. Trishambo. Over there? That must be the other side of that. Akapa. Akapa. Ba-da-dee-dee-dee-bo, ba-da-dee-do-do, ba-dee-dee-ba-dee-dee-do, ba-da-dee-dee-dee-do, ba-da-dee-dee-dee-do, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, really? We have to... Oh, right, fine. What you gotta see, Alphano? Do you recall the first time you ventured into these tunnels in ssearch of Lady Iceheart? It seems an age ago, does it not? Back then, I still believed myself the commander of the Crystal Braves. What ails our young lord? The moment we arrived at the wall, his face took on an ashen pallor. Does he fear facing the heretics within their own lair? Truce de Chambel. Ah, the guests of House Forton, accompanied by the Azure Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels if that is your will. Assuming the Ak-Afar beacon still functions, and we must pray to the 12 it does, we shall arrive at our destination in a mere moment. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of an uninvited guest, particularly ones with our history. Alright, we have a fight on our hands, a fight on our hands, we got a fight on our hands, a fight on our hands. What, oh, but look, we're back at Shiva's place. An impressive structure, I wonder how many ages it has endured. Mayhap you should ask its occupants, they seem a friendly bunch. Dogs of Ishgard, it is not enough that you banish our beloved saint. Will you not be satisfied until the until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood? Stay your weapons. We come under the flag of parley. We wish only to speak with your mistress, that we might broker a peace. Do you think us fools, boy? It will take more than honey words to earn our trust. You walk with the Dragon Slayer, and we know all too well what he is capable of. My reputation precedes me. They give us little choice. Come, brothers, may Dragon Wings bear us to victory! Alright, let's kick their butts. Okay, have some of this. Have some of this. Hey, like I said before, I'm not gonna bother reading all this. Waste no words. Oh, there's more back here.
Your guard is down.
Whoa, he transforms, yo. Turns to a dragon. Oh god, they're both dragons. They partake in the blood of dragons! 7 hells and Dragon Ball bring truly being such a transformation. Why might I target him? There we go. You should not have come here, Ish Guardians. Dragons, oh no, someone else is about to transform. Control the true power of our faith.
Release!
We're actually starting to put the voices into the battles, which I don't think has ever happened before. They fight like demons, 'tis death to remain. Fall back, brothers! Retreat to the cinders! I see no sign of Lady Iceheart. Would that we could have questioned one of them. What would you ask that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should an ambush await us, 'tis certain there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confess, the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten us, Estinian? I suspect is the heretic's way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years past, 'tis told that the Azure Dragoon of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened onto the point of death, and forced into a magic slumber by an entire chapter of the Holy Sea's sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in a shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. A fascinating tale. We should make haste to this Ashen Isle. Could talk to Alpha again, which I just did. Only land where war has raged for 1,000 years because you have enough flesh fall to bury a dragon of the size of an island. Cool. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there is another place I would visit first. I am told the convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Gentilot, or might just be Gentilo, have information of use to us. But mayhap you are not familiar with the name either. The convictors are dragon slayers, after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they counter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking to a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. A sound suggestion. Let us speak with these convictors then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Yeah, we're gonna track down this Iceheart. Jaunted low. Alright, so where is this? We're all the way there. Okay, yeah, I know. Maybe I'll end the stream soon. Who knows? Who knows? I wonder to talk about that. Look at that thing. Fiji. Well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the convictors, are we? The hard-eyed lad looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I give you 3 days ere the wilds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon? Best not so quick to judge. I've seen this frail youth fell heretics with a flick of his wrist. And who are you to question my... By the Fury! That armor, that lance, the Azure Dragoon himself graces our camp! Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Gentilo, the leader of the Convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you into our humble camp? Okay, winds. Ah, Lady Iceheart, is it? I know her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen not of her or her people. That said, my own men can be someone lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you, we shall. Firemac, Christina, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had. Alfino is eager to get information on the heretics' camp of the Convictors. Oh, lag, come on. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak with as many as you can, Firemac. Boonish and Banneret. Nay, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every Rightmo, Veramon, and Bertinant that wanders in and out of camp? I don't even know who those are. Are there any heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea. Why a heretic could pass under my very nose, I should be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear fellow, the big ones! For do I scan the skies for signs of my prey, I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. Lucier. Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother Q, I'm gonna go Q, or someone else. I have enough trouble keeping these preening fops fed and clothed as it is. 'Tis no business of mine what folk do with themselves out there in the wilds. You talking about this guy? Somewhat I can help you with, my lord. My lord. Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself, but I ain't to say I haven't heard of a thing or two. We'd be grateful for any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious to little from talking to the rest of these people. If it please, my lord, I'm Pericu, a soldier above trade, though none much of one, if I'm honest. If it weren't for the love of stabbing folk that I took up the spear, see? No, it was by order of Sir Juntilo's father. Still, as long as they keep paying me wages, I ain't fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of low-born lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once they've got to thinking how unfair it all is, I don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. Okay. From what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Oh, that was Alpha talking. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics' tripe and asked for seconds. Told me they were off to the Western Highlands to light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks. Apparently, you send up some purple smoke, and the bastards come to you. Is that so? Why then am I minded to start a fire? I am minded to start a fire? I'm not sure if I said that right. New quest! The purple flame. Esteeming wishes to prepare a signal fire to lure in the heretics. If we are to lure our foes to our position, then we must find a means to producing a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard the tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, his story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged a deep violet. You are a monster hunter of some note, are you not, Firemac? It should prove a trifling task for you to procure a number of hides. We may need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. Master Alphino, you and I shall gather wood for the fire. Will it take the both of us to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland? Let us meet again at the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor. Ba-da-dee-da-do. Where is that? Just right in front of us. Gonna kill ourselves some jacks. 3 cans of yak milk. That's not what we want. We did it! Los hicimos! We did it! We did it! Wait, this is further away. Why are we going further away? Alphino, what have you got to say? I left Ishgard on a mission off of noble purpose, now here I am scrambling for sticks in the snow. How can my hands be at once so dumb yet so sore? It's so... Wait, you said numb, right? So numb. And I said dumb. How can my hands be so dumb? So it seemed that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Alphino. His must have been a privileged upbringing. Ahem. Have you the hides we need? Oh my god, I'm actually getting tired.
Ah, I should have known it would be you. Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
No, we're not going to mention Dead Hawk. We're going to say this. We wish to speak with you.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion.
Do we know...
If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity,
we know talking jutsu.
You would understand the futility of your quest.
We know talking jutsu.
Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress. Twas more than a millennium past when an Elizan tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva.
Mecha Shiva! Mecha Shiva, Mecha Shiva!
While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm, Heavensward, in particular so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelga, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity.
Excuse me, what? Eat to me, my love!
Perform the deed.
It's fucking Vor.
Hraesvelga ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound.
That is straight up Vor. Why did I not pick up on that the first time I watched this? That is straight up Vor. But unlike Vor, where the person inside seems to be alive for some reason, the person here is just straight up dead. That's a messed up, man.
In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted. Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was trying to register what that said. Plus, I'm starting to get tired, so I think I am going to end the stream soon.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye.
Hold on. Alright, let's see what she said. In the days following, the man lived together. Okay, blam, we know that. For 200 years, the blissful age, and would do this the day had the vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms are longevity of the boundless fountain. Okay, in the eyes. Okay, 'twas the belief that a traitorous bond. Nice to see the allies 2 centuries and took by search what they coveted. Yeah, this is about the eyes. Okay. It's just the way they phrase things, you know, some things just doesn't come out as straightforward as you would hope. Alright, so...
Indeed. It was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Good gods!
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels. And the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found?
Yeah, of course.
Very well. I will take you to him. Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
Oh, not flashback hour? No, this is not flashback power. What is this? This is heart beating of light. Oh. Oh. I forgot this was a thing. So I guess we're regaining our blessing?
Is aught amiss, my friend?
Oh yeah, sure. Just like
I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
But no, we're coming with you. We're just regaining our powers, I guess.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
It better be. They changed Midgard Sommer's voice, by the way. It's no longer like really super drawn out. Will it be enough? And I shortened it. He would have gone on longer. The deeds of man shall not be forsaken. What's up, Estinian? Be on your guard, warrior light. With the mistress of the heretics as our guide, we may yet find that we are being led to our graves. We journey to the homeland of the dragon's Firemac, the scholar within the bee of burns to see the sight I have to read about. As a child within me, I confess. I don't know why I gave so much energy there. The Lady Iceheart stands ready to lead you and your companions into Dravania, where the chocobos roam. You are Firemac, yes? Pray address me as Izali. I think that's how you remember how to say her name. Izali, if you wish. 'Tis passing strange, is it not, that fate should bring us together thus. Never did I think to walk alongside the warrior light, let alone the Azure Dragoon. You're just not going to mention that? But the history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania? Then, the chill of the Western Highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. I gotta give her like a feminine voice. But there's like a certain range I can only do, but it's trying to give her like just the right range that kind of fits her character. And it's not exactly easy. Yeah, it wants me to go literally right there, so might as well just take this road right here. Because what's gonna happen is we're gonna get that cutscene. Yep, there you go. There we go. This makes area number 3, which is half of the zones of Heavensward.
Beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west.
Abalathia. I'm not gonna remember
Into
that.
the deepening shadows of Som Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
Woohoo! We're in a new area! No longer snowy as fuck. Hey, Ailey, what's up, girl? Oh no, lag. Come on, please. Please. We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Som Al will take us far to the west, beyond the embrace of the forest branches. It will be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead and see that we are properly provisioned? There's a village here, but I thought these lands the sole domain of the dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous a place? The wild chocobos. Tailfeather was built by hunters who came to make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marcichamp, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our revival. But he will also possess more recent knowledge on the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections. Only to the ceaseless chatter. If we are to meet this acquaintance of yours, let us do it before Ishgard burns. Yeah. Yeah. We're in Tailfeather, baby. We're in Tailfeather, baby. We're in Tailfeather, baby. Also, I've got like a second wind now. So I don't think I'm going to end the stream quite yet. Marcichamp isn't here. Yep. Well, tan my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh ho! If it ain't the lovely Izael. It's been too long, girl. That it has, Marcichamp. That it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Som Al. Let me stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey. Of course, stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragon's been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. Forgive me, sir, I am not sure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did Izaeli not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them towery Calum trees all about, haven't you? If you fly above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you'd expect, the local wildlife's canny enough to stay beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we can do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now I know it won't stop Izaeli here, but the dragons ain't the only things you'll need to keep an eye out for, especially if you're set on heading west. Where the Chocobos farm.